so we're back at it, back on a 240. So, kind of stopped recording for a little bit. A few things kind of came up. So we had done the push rod thing, got the push rods ordered. And I don't know if I said it in the other videos or whatever, but I ordered the push rods from Tick Performance and waited a few days and never seen nothing. I had them overnighted so we could try to make it to the race. And then no word from them. So I call them up and they're like, hey, they're back, 12 weeks back order. So I ended up having them refund my money, called up Summit Racing, they had them in stock. So had them ship them over to me. We got the new push rods. We'll try to put them in the next few days here, maybe today, depending on. So some Trick Flow push rods there, ready to go inside there. While I was waiting, we decided to pull the engine off the motor stand and slap that bad boy in. Started getting things going there. Well, after I got it in, come to find out that when I measured my oil pans, I had a couple LS swap oil pans. So the one I measured was for the Camaro. And after, you know, that's in the Camaro, whatever, but I assumed they were the same one, didn't think much of it. And looked under there, and as you can see, that bad boy is only a few inches off the ground. So, we kind of decided what we needed to do. First things I did was I raised up the engine mounts down there, raised them up a few inches, well, actually only about an inch. And then I ordered another oil pan. So this one is actually 2 inches shorter, right about there, 2 inches shorter than the one I've got on it. So that'll give us some more clearance there. So that's kind of why we stopped and was doing some other things. So I need to get the new bung welded in to the oil pan for the turbo drain, and we can put that on. So hopefully by Sunday we're putting the oil pan on and getting this thing buttoned up. So besides push rods, getting our valve lash right in the oil pan, we are pretty much ready to drop oil in this thing and prime it, get the radiator, anything else that we need on here. We are pretty much ready to go. I just got done painting my little front radiator support thing right there, our front crossbar, and that goes up here. That'll hold the turbo. So from there to there, and that holds the turbo up, holds the radiator up, all that good stuff. I don't know if I recorded it or not, but we came through and cut the front tubs out here. All this stuff here, cut those out, got the engine mounts off, all the little things that I needed to do to get this motor in. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start working on getting all this stuff done. Right now, I just have everything kind of mocked up. You can still see that there is masking tape covering the holes. I just had everything mocked up when we were moving the engine up. I knew I was gonna have to change a few things, like our exhaust mount down there and the turbo mount up here. I had to change a little bit. So just wanted to throw that back together and get that done. Didn't really want to record it, just trying to hurry and get this thing moving along. So like I said, while I'm waiting for paint to dry, I'll probably start messing with some of this and just keep this ball rolling. All right, so we got one whole side done, completely lashed, everything good to go. I didn't tighten down the valve cover yet because I'm gonna send that over to my buddy and have him weld in some AN bungs out here for the catch cans. So we'll do both of those, and then same with the new oil pan, we'll get that bung welded in. We got Katie over here working on the Camaro. She's doing some interior work. She's out here kicking butt. She got the headliner redone and in. It was sagging. She got the new speaker package tray done. And we've got some new speakers back here. for that bad boy so we can get a stereo in it. Didn't do too much recording of that though. Maybe we'll get some more updates on the Camaro here soon. All right, guys, so we've got everything on. We've got the new little AN fittings on the valve covers for our catch can. We've got the new one on the oil pan over here for the oil pan. So we are going to reorganize the car, get it up on the lift so I can see if I can swap this oil pan from up underneath. There is nothing in the way of that bad boy, if you can see down in there. There's a little bit up front here by the steering rack, but I think I should be able to get everything in there. The only thing that might be a pain is the 2 bolts for the pickup. But other than that, we're good. I've got the full top end sealed up. Push rods are in, lash is done, all the preload on the lifters and everything, and so we're good there. So besides that, I'm going to get this exhaust pipe heat wrapped and all that good stuff, and we'll be able to start fully assembling. I did go through my stuff the other day as well, and see if I have it up here. Yep. I bought the wrong map sensor. So this one's like a 3 or a 4 bar, which is a really good one. Paid like $200 for it, but the plug is wrong. So I got myself a 2.5 bar map sensor coming, should be here tomorrow. And then I'll be able to finalize my intake. So I just need to find out if it's going to go in here or if an external map. That's the only thing I'm waiting on to find out. And then we'll do all our vacuum lines down here. And I'll be able to put the fill rails, fill injectors, and all that stuff on and bolt that down. So we're moving along. I'm going to hope to say by midweek we possibly be able to get some fuel in it and start it up. I'm excited. Off the top of the car that you're going to need to do your job down here, you didn't. Got to bust out the ladder. I could have probably lowered it down and whatnot, but the ladder just right here is easy to get to. I think it's just hilarious. Every time I put it up on the lift, I leave something up on the cowl that I end up needing. Kind of funny. Anyway, I've got the new old, whatever you want to call it, oil pan off. New oil pan sitting side by side. You can see the height difference. So I measured it about 2 inches difference there. So that's going to give us obviously more clearance. So next I just need to swap out this pickup tube, which I'm kind of happy about because I don't know if I can get it under there. This pickup tube only had 1 bolt to hold it on. And the new pickup tube has the 2 bolt flange. which if anybody knows about the LS, that is one of the oiling issues. When it has just the one flange, sometimes as it starts to wiggle loose, that seal will come out and you lose oil pressure. So that having 2 bolts is going to be real nice. A little bit of safety, little whatnot. If you do have the single bolt one, they do sell a little bracket that you can bolt in there and have it up there. I did not buy it. I should have, but before I put this in Katie's truck, I'll probably do that for hers. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of there and get all this stuff swapped over. Okay, oil pan is on. I still need to go find what oil filter that I'm gonna need to be using on here, but other than that, we're good to go. This one fucking bolt right there kicked the shit out of me. Did not want to line up, get it going. Took me like 10 minutes to get that damn thing in. Not much room in there to work in, but got it done. So we're good to go. We can move on to the next project. So I believe that's going to be it for this video. A lot of time lapse, stuff like that, not a whole lot of talking. I mean, I don't need to tell you guys how to put a oil pan on and stuff like that, but so next video, I think we're going to jump on getting the header wrap done on the exhaust pipe. We'll pull the exhaust manifolds back off, pull the tape off, get those finalized, put on all the way. Tomorrow my map sensor should be here for the intakes, so we can start finalizing that. And then it's just a matter of making fuel lines, which I really don't even have to make. I just have to shorten up and get to the right side that it needs to be on. I'll have to make one line coming from the back of the fill rail to the fuel pressure regulator. But then other than that, and then I'll probably make the other line from the front of the fuel rails, the crossover line. When they sold that to me, it came in a 6 AN, and I want either an 8 or a 10 AN on there at least for the fuel to flow from one rail to the other. So we'll get that built too. Other than that, we're pretty damn close. I'm gonna leave the car up in the air as well. I still need to tighten up the torque converter. Haven't put the bolts in there, so we'll do the torque converter, stuff like that. Get the new transmission dipstick in, so on and so forth. But we are moving along, and I'm excited. And hopefully here soon we get to hear this bad boy start and see what we did. So, all right, we'll catch y'all on the next one. Hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you guys are liking what you're seeing. There's plenty more builds coming up. We've got some more updates on that Camaro, and we're gonna be starting a new project soon. Little something there on the trailer, Katie's project. Been saving up parts for that one, so that's next on the list. So definitely hit that subscribe button so you can catch and see what we're doing next. We'll catch y'all later.